All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, the citizens of Utah. It's Pastor Dow. Well, I'm getting hammered about my personal thoughts and opinions about the election, what's going on. And I'm surprised that even people want to hear what I have to say concerning the election, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway then. What I've noticed immediately after the conventions is that the news media, and this is just what I noticed, okay? Just listen to me very closely. If Trump breathes, if he say anything, he's kind of have the same attitude that I have. He's an alpha male. And if somebody's going to say something about him, he ain't going to stick on it long. He's going to hit back really hard. Pow! And then he's just going to move on from there because there really ain't no need in even staying there. But I think what I really truly see, and many of you have seen my videos about the Clinton files, but I really truly see that the fix is in for Hillary. And the only way that Trump is going to be able to defeat Hillary, it has to be a landslide. And I do mean a landslide all across the United States of America. It's obvious that the voting booths are rigged. It's obvious. It's obvious that the Democratic nomination was actually stolen from Bernie Sanders. Are we beginning to understand and see something here when you are part of the establishment? I mean, Clinton is the establishment. You understand that? Hillary Clinton is part of the establishment. She is too valuable, way too valuable for the establishment to lose. And they're not about to lose her. Look at this. She can have espionage with these emails. She can do the Benghazi debacle. She can get caught red-handed with her little cronies stealing the nomination from Bernie Sanders. And you know what happens to her? Nothing. This woman is an untouchable. Y'all hear me? She can do anything and she will never, ever be charged or indicted. Never. And she knows that. She knows that. Whatever pacts, secret oaths, or whatever they done, boy, I tell you what, the establishment is protecting her. And now I sit back and I watch news media, and especially the Republican Party. Do y'all realize that the Republican Party wants Hillary Clinton in the White House simply because Donald Trump is not an insider? Think about this for a second. You had all these hypocrites, all the Bushes and Mitt Romney, and all these other people and stuff. They're supposed to be diehard Republicans. Well, Donald Trump wins the Republican nomination fair and square. Did they show up? Did they come out and show us support? But no, but they wanted your support. They wanted you to support them when they were up there. But wow, it is utterly amazing, the hypocrisy that is literally going on. Utterly amazing. But you watch it, man. Ooh, boy, the ads that are coming out. Well, it's getting ready to get really ugly. We're getting ready to find out a lot of things about these people, individual. Now, mind you, a lot of these ads that you see with them mudslinging with each other, a lot of them is going to be a bunch of lies, just basically a bunch of lies. But man, it's getting personal. Now we're talking about each other's families, talking about their sex lives, showing nude videos or nude pictures of someone's wife. Man, that's low. That is really low. Again, in the Greek American Roman society, they look at it as art. But I will tell you this. Can you imagine seeing Hillary Clinton naked? Whoo, boy, that would be an abomination, wouldn't it? Oh, God. Just the very thought of it. Whoo. The very thought of it will keep a man celibate for the rest of his life. God of mercy. Mercy. But envy and jealousy, it hides itself many, many different ways. It's obvious that the people are envious of Donald Trump and his third polygynous wife. And I know that many people get upset at me, but the bottom line is just the truth. He's not committing bigamy as long as he continues to keep getting married, divorced, married, divorced, married, divorced, married, divorced. But the bottom line is, all his children is connected to him. He didn't raise the children, but all his children, they love pop, though, don't they? They love Pop because Pop taking care of them, boy. And man, they come out, Pop is the greatest dad, Pop. And all that, remind you, about 3 different wives. But this is socially acceptable because it was done after the order of civil society. Boy, you people are amazing. I just heard a preacher the other day, a Baptist preacher, and most Baptist preachers, matter of fact, I ain't never known a Baptist preacher to even know the truth of the Bible anyway, but 99% of them are just flat out ignorant and stupid of the Bible. I actually heard him call polygyny a sin. And I tell you, here I am again. I'm going to make this statement again. If I can get, I would debate any preacher in this world on the subject of polygyny or biblical polygamy and the truth of it. And if I lose that debate, I will gladly give $5,000 to that preacher. I will gladly do it. But however, I would love for somebody to step up to the plate, all these know-it-all preachers. If you lose the debate, $5,000. And listen, and you know what we need is we need a non-biased crowd. We don't need a Baptist crowd and we don't need an Israelite crowd. What we need is a bunch of heathens who don't even know the Bible to hear both sides and then let them judge based on the fact that if we're going to go by what the Bible says, man, you people in trouble. You in some very serious trouble. But anyway, the fix is in for Hillary Clinton. There is nothing that she can do. She can commit every crime. She can have veterans killed, soldiers killed, and run for the highest office in land, be the first woman Democratic nominee that there is, and get all the support from the establishment. Their election is rigged. And I'm telling you what, I think we ought to go back to a paper ballot and let them be counted because I'm telling you, they're getting ready to set up Trump for failure. Because if they can just steal the election and then get out there and politically grandstand the stage plays as if she wanted fair and square, these people ain't got no conscience, none whatsoever at all. And of course, I know I'm gonna get questions about. You have to understand. A few Sabbaths ago, I talked about the elephant in the room. You know, there, and I'm digressing. I'm switching back and forth here because I'm answering a few things at one time. But you have to understand that I'm a man of truth. And I don't care what that truth is. If it's the truth, I'm going to support it, defend it, and tell it. You may not have that type of character. You may not. Your truth may be based on your own book of the law, the way you feel and your emotions and everything else. Yeah, it's true. Donald Trump was a draft dodger. And now he's going to come back as a chicken hawk. He's a chicken hawk. That's just basically what he is. And it's amazing. All these old men. I mean, look at Obama. Does he not look weak as I don't know what? Can you imagine him trying to go over to a third world country or trying to go over to some of these other countries where these men and their culture, they literally kill and murder people on a daily basis. And then in comes this weak, wet noodle and he going to try to tell them what to do simply because he has the greatest military power and might behind him. Oh, man. I mean, people are laughing at him. And Donald Trump did bring up a very serious point. Look, under his watch, Obama lost Crimea. Just lost it to the Russians. I mean, what more can you say? I'm telling you, I think that they're going to, listen, if they did not do anything to Hillary Clinton from stealing the Democratic nominee to Bernie Sanders, and all you Bernie Sanders supporters out there, I know you're enraged. And I know you are. I know you're incensed. But see, this is the political process, and it has always been a political process. And Pastor Dow has always told you, I have always told you that when you go to those voting booths, you are selecting, but they have already elected. And that's just the flat out truth. Now, I'm not a person that dodges truth. I don't dodge it. I just don't. I don't whatsoever at all. I didn't get to be the man who I am today because I run from truth in favor of public opinion. Personally, I don't give a damn about public opinion. Public opinion don't matter nothing to me whatsoever at all. And why am I that way? Why should I care about what people think who are not in my inner circle, who are not close to me as brothers and sisters when you add nothing to me? It means nothing to me whatsoever at all. I don't care. Well, we'll allow you, Pastor Down, destroy your reputation. That's fine. That makes no difference to me. Have fun. People been doing it for years, and they ain't about to stop either. There's even slanderers and everybody else out there that just jump on the bandwagon of slander. And you know what happens? When I don't give them any attention, they all fade off into the black background. Because that's all they're looking for is an outlet. They're looking for attention. That's all there is to it. And that's the same thing that's going on with a lot of people during this political process. They're looking for attention, and they want to use somebody else's success in order to get them attention. I tell you what, but these criminals, these Democrats are nothing but criminals. Republicans are criminals as well. They're all criminals. Every one of them are. But I tell you, we need a total. Let's see if you can agree with me on this, okay? My personal sentiment is that we need a 100% total reset throughout the whole entire country. And I'm talking all the way from individual city sheriff's departments all the way up to the president. We need to get rid of all the senators, get rid of all the congressmen. We need to get rid of money out of politics. We need to get rid of all the sheriffs, all the law enforcement officers, and start all over again. What say of you? That's what I say, because it's obvious that Trump don't even have to worry about raising money, because all publicity is good publicity, and he's getting a bunch of negative publicity. And it's amazing when you have somebody as immoral as Hillary Clinton, bankrupt as Hillary Clinton, and Bill Clinton, and the Democratic Party in general, as well as the Republican Party. It's amazing how that you can have all these people, and every last one of them gets up here and grandstands. They all stage plays that they're the epitome of all righteous, the sum of all wisdom, and then they have a right to regulate your lives and tell you what's right and what's wrong. Now, that's what's disturbing to me. That's what's totally disturbing to me. So is there really truly any justice in the land? I don't think that there is. Again, the Democratic nomination was clearly stolen by Hillary Clinton. She's going to get out there and say, I don't know nothing about it. I told you, if a politician's mouth is moving, they're lying. Look, Donald Trump is not establishment. Okay? Am I saying he's the best candidate? Hell no. Am I saying that Hillary Clinton's the best candidate? Oh, no. Then who is? Because, you've got to have a lot of moolah. You got to have a lot of money just in order to get on the ballot. Do you know it costs in excess of $500 million just to become the president? $500 million. You think these people concerned about the financial sickness of our country? You think that they're concerned about the homeless? You think they're concerned about our country and the shape that it's in? You think they're concerned about the military deficit? You think they're concerned about balancing the budget when they're spending $500 million and we got all these homeless on the street? We got all these veterans that are homeless on the street. People who have actually went over and stuck their neck out and put on the line just so these people can wear suits and ties and get up and do a bunch of talking. Whatever happened to the warriors? It used to be that a king would be the first one out on the battlefield with the soldiers, and he would literally be in the fight. But what we got today? We got people with suit and ties, chicken hawks. And they're 5,000 miles away from any bullets or any dust flying. And boy, they come out and parade out. We got them. Yeah. I gave the order. Look what I did. I gave the order. Look what I done. And then they demonize the soldiers and the veterans. Let me end it on this. Do you still think that we got Osama bin Laden? Isn't it ironic how SEAL Team 6 end up just being blowed up on a helicopter? It's just utterly amazing, isn't it? Some men, they just have warrior in their blood. I didn't figure it out. I wanted to go and try everything. Jump out of airplanes, rappel out of helicopters and stuff. I was just always that type of a person. And when I got in the military, I tried to do everything I could to get there. Of course, there's many times in my unit, they just wouldn't let me go anywhere because, the mission of the unit is more valuable and stuff. I wanted to go to every type of school I could get to. But no, believe me, there's a lot of politics in the military as well. There is. It's politics. You're going to deal with politics no matter where you go in life. You're going to deal with politics. But if you want to deal with truth, you're going to have to be able to know what that Bible says, because the word, that means the scripture, it is the only truth in this universe. So when these liars get up here and try to tell you, we just want to know the truth, how can a liar, how can someone who is an evil beast and a slow belly, how can someone who is full of envy, jealousy, strife, slander, treachery, murder, debate, how can they even think about it? They don't know what the truth is. So anyway, you asked for it, I gave it, and you know when you come over here to this channel, you're going to hear some preaching as well. But hey, I do like to ignite that fire for all you preachers out there. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. And you do need to be a preacher of a substantial following. Because I'm not about to run around here with these little flies and stuff and people. I remember a few years ago, I had a college professor from Texas and one from California. They wanted to debate me. And it's been so long, I forget what the subjects were. And they were upset and stuff. And they say, we'll pay your way to come to university. We'll have a debate over here. And then a few weeks later, you know what they're doing, right? They go on my YouTube channel and they checking me out. Then they come to find out they don't want to debate me, so they cancel. I wonder what that is. Now, don't get me wrong. Nobody ever wins a debate. The purpose of debate is to get the information out to the people who are uninformed, because they've been toying with you, just like this election. They're toying with you. So when you come to my channel, no matter what subject I'm talking about, I'm going to digress. I'm going to insert truth in there. And if you don't like it, I can't help it. That's your own personal opinion. But the one thing you do need to do, no matter what in this life, is you need to stop being controlled by your feelings and your emotions, it's been controlling you all your life that you can't even make sense of. Do you base truth on how you feel? Is fact your emotion? Man, that's a weak individual if that is so.